Jesus. All right. Drink Moxie. Do it. Drink Moxie. All right. So, this is the eGo 1, the regular version, and this is the extra large version. You can see them side by side. The 1, disregarding the mouthpiece, is actually the same size as the extra large version to the mouthpiece, to the atomizer. Same size to the atomizer. Right there. You can see the whole ring. We're going to give them a shot. First, we'll try the extra large. Oh, my airflow was down. I was trying to blow some vapor earlier and it just wasn't doing it for me. Let's see, got enough liquid in there? Oh, yeah. So, for a little device, not too bad. Do the same thing with the small one. Small one actually holds less liquid, holds, is that 1.8 milliliters, I believe. This one's 2.5. Smaller battery, 1100 milliamp hour versus 2200 milliamp hour. So this one's, the XL is, holds twice the amount. These are both set up with the 0.5 ohm coils. Produce the most vapor. Also produce some heat. So if you don't like the hot on the back of your throat, you want to go with the 1.0 ohm. Not bad for something that's that small. Alright, has the button right there. Lights up, don't know if you can see that. When you press it, it's got the 5 taps for off, does a little blinky thing, won't light up, 5 taps for on. Yeah, there we go. Lights up again, makes noise. Okay. USB port for charging, Joyetech logo. Presumably a little vent hole, I'm guessing. Airflow, more airflow. This is adjustable right there. Okay. Window to view your e-liquid level in. Removable drip tip. Alright, let's take it apart. Standard 510 connection, slots for airflow. So you could put a different atomizer on it. Same thing, you could put this atomizer on something else. My suggestion probably would be a mechanical. Alright, airflow control has a little post right there, so you can't go too far one direction or the other. It's limited. As I said, removable drip tip. Comes with a metal one and a plastic one. Fill the liquid, you unscrew this from the top, which messes up your airflow, so you have to reset it each time. That's a minor pain in the ass. And that explains why I wasn't getting as good a vapor on this one. The atomizer was not screwed in tightly, and that's one of the things. You got to check it from the factory, make sure it's screwed in tight. Okay, so the atomizer screws in there. Same thing, unscrews like this. Interesting design on the atomizer. I am not sure if I can even get this close enough where it'll focus. Maybe. The coil is actually inside. Yeah, might. Right, there's a little stainless mesh, it looks like. Wick, and the coil is wrapped inside the wick. Nice idea, works well. And look at the airflow through that. Awesome. Okay. Do have to be careful. It's got 2 little rubber O-rings, one right there and one right there. Don't want to lose those. Liquid comes through the holes right there. It's got 4 of those. Right. Atomizer. Screws into the base. let's look at the tank. Tank itself, you can see, does not hold as much liquid as most tanks because look at the width of that for the atomizer. And part of that's due to that massive airflow down the center. So the atomizer has to be wide, which means the tube has to be wide, which means the channel in between the outside and the inside is skinnier than in most. Not really that big of a problem. This is 2.5 milliliters of liquid it holds. So you fill the liquid up down the side right there, in between the center and the outside. And then you just take your base and screw it on. And that's ready to go. And then it just screws on to the bottom and should be firing. Alright, now for a close-up I'll show you the difference between the XL. Now I'll show you a close-up difference between the XL and the standard. Okay, this is the XL and the standard side by side. And see, it's a pretty good difference in size. Okay. But remember, no matter what, these are tiny devices. Well, these are tiny devices. The small one disappears inside your hand. Larger one, only the atomizer is sticking out. Well, if you have big hands. If you have smaller hands, maybe more of it's itty bitty baby hands. Okay? Okay. Let's look at what it comes in. This is the box, eGo 1. Let's see, was this for the... This was for the 1.8 milliliters of liquid, 1100 milliohm. Okay? So this came right in there, like that. Has a box. Everything's in the box except for warranty card and the eGo 1 user manual, which is, again, a whole lot better than the old Joyetech manuals. Actually has pictures that you can read, and it's in English, that you can read. Well, pictures you can understand and view. With words you can read, and the rest of the words you can also read. Any of you who have been around in the vaping scene as long as I have, what's it been? 7, 8 years now? Anyway, it's a long frickin' time. Remember what the user manuals used to look like. This is not like those. Okay, inside the box, normally there'll be a little bag. This doesn't have a little bag anymore because I lost it. So, inside the box, you will find the USB charging cable, the USB to wall adapter, which is, let's see, what do we got? 1 amp at 5 volts. So it actually doesn't pump out too much. Not a 2 amp or anything like that. Here's the metal tip. It does have a plastic base. Still find heat transfer through this is relatively decent. And the hole, if you look in it, is rather small. Now we'll compare that to the plastic, plain clear one. Okay, and you'll be able to see quite a difference. So if you want some decent airflow, you want the clear plastic. See, this one. Comes with 2 of the heads. They come in the little black plastic things. If you're used to Joyetech, you know what those look like. You need a knife or scissors or really good fingernails to get them out. This is what the head looks like. This is one of them. This is the, yeah, we'll see if we can pick it up on the camera. Oh, there we are, right in focus, 1.0 ohm. Okay, got the little Joyetech logo again. There's actually 3 rubber gaskets. There's a clear one down at the base too, I didn't notice before. Now, you'll notice something. On this, on the 1.0 ohm, look at the air hole in that. Okay? Same design on the coil, pretty much, but it's narrower. Okay? So, if you want decent airflow, again, you'll take a look at these and you will see the difference in the airflow. One thing I wish they'd done differently, because the 0.5 ohm, for me, and not for most people, but for me, provides too much heat for menthol e-liquids. However, the 1.0 ohm is way too tight of a draw for me. So I like the air draw on the 0.5, but it's a little too hot for my menthols, and I like menthols. Oh, still a lot of vapor in here. Okay, I'm back with some comparison products. Let's see, we'll crank this down a bit. This is the difference in the sizes. I suppose. No atomizer in it. So disregarding all the other stuff, let's take all the other stuff out of here for a minute. We'll do a little electronics lesson. So, these both have standard batteries. They are not adjustable voltage or wattage, not APVs. Okay? So, we say they're between 3.7 and 4.2 volts. Right now they have 0.5 ohm atomizers, which means using our handy dandy formulas, which you should know if you're into, you may not know it. But I should know them, because I have to do this stuff for a living. Anyway, your power, your wattage equals your amps times your volts, or P equals IE. Your voltage equals your amps times your resistance, or E equals IR. That can be rewritten as I equals E over R. You can combine both the formulas so that you don't need to know the amps if you know the voltage and the resistance. So you've got P equals E over R times E, or P equals E squared over R, which is watts equals volts squared divided by resistance. So in this case, we've got, we'll say nominally a 4 volt device, 16 over a half an ohm. So 16 divided by 0.5 or 32 divided by 1 gives you 32 watts in this as well. This little thing, as small as the palm of my hand, is a 32 watt device with a USB charger, airflow control, cute little button. I'd have to say this is one of the best products Joyetech has come up with. Now, even if you put the 1 ohm resistor in it, you've got 4 volts squared, 16 again, and instead of divided by 0.5, you've got it divided by 1. So it's just 16. So with the 1 ohm resistor, you've got 16 watts constant. Not technically constant, because as the battery, when the battery is fully charged, it's actually, we'll say 4.2 volts. As it's drained down, it might go down to 3.7. So there is some variability. But roughly, you can say 16 watts for a 1 ohm and 32 watts for a half ohm. All right, this is Adam from Vermont Vapor, and that is a preview of the new eGo 1 and eGo 1 Extra Large. Yeah, that's decent. Whew. Is that a wrap?